Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Cambridge O-Level Mathematics. This is Additional Mathematics Paper 1, 4037, 1 to October, November 2021. Let's move to the question number 1. Formula sheet is provided and this is question number 1. And question 1 says the diagram shows the graph of cubic function y is equal to f of x. The intercepts of the curve with axes are all integers. A part, find the set of values of x for which f of x is less than 0. And this is 1 mark question. Less than 0 values will be for this portion of the curve and for this portion of the curve. So we can figure out x values will be this one and above this section will be this one. So these two portions we will be taking in form of inequalities. We can write the value and that answer will be for 1 mark. So this is the portion required and the answer which we can write is for this portion we can write x is greater than minus 3 and less than 1, and for this portion we will write x is greater than 5. X is greater than 5. So this will be answer for this 1 mark question. Hopefully you understood this. Now B part and says find an expression for f of x, and this is 3 mark question. Expression we will be taking from this point of intercept, and this is point of x intercept we are saying. So this will be 5. So minus 3, 1 and 5. So these are 3 x intercepts which we can write like f of x. We can consider this will be x minus 3. So we can write x plus 3. This will be the opposite sign, and x plus 1, so we will write x minus 1. Similarly for this point it will be plus 5, so we will write x minus 5. So this one we have written. Now we will have to check for y-intercept. If we multiply these 3 we will get x cube, but here, like for example, what we can do, we can check for y-intercept at x is equal to 0. What will be y value? Y value will be y value we will check from here. We will replace x is equal to 0. So we will get 0 plus 3 into 0 minus 1 into 0 minus 5, and this will be resulting to 15. This is resulting to 15. But if we check y-intercept in this case over here, which is minus 5. So y-intercept we require is minus 5. So our y-intercept, I will write here, y-intercept is equal to y is equal to minus 5 at x is equal to 0. This is what we have checked from the function provided. So this implies what? This implies we have to basically, if we multiply 15, and this will be like we can do minus 5 over 15. So this will be equal to, after cancellation, this will be minus 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3, this value we can multiply. Our function will be f of x will be equal to minus 1 over 3 into x plus 3 into x minus 1 into x minus 5. Now this will be the final function which is required. Hopefully you understood this. This was a 3 marks question which we are done with. Now question number 2, and the question number 2 A part says, given that this is expression indices question, basically find the exact values of the constants a, b and c, and this is 3 mark question. So what we will do, we will take this one, we can rewrite the numerator. This numerator we can rewrite as x raised to the power 1 by 3 and y raised to the power also 1 by 3 and z square and y square. What we have done, we have taken separate powers for each and every variable. So x raised to the power minus 3, z raised to minus 3 and z raised to the power 1 by 2. Now we can shift these variables as numerator. So x raised to the power 1 by 3 plus 3 and into y raised to the power 1 by 3 and this one also we can combine, so plus 2 and z raised to the power 2 and plus 3 and minus 1 by 2. So all these numerators we have shifted, denominators we have shifted to numerator. Now we can simplify. This will be x raised to 1 by 3 plus 3 will be 1 over 3 and plus 3 will be equal to 10 by 3. So x raised to the power 10 by 3 and y raised to the power 1 by 3 plus 2, 1 over 3 and plus 2 will be equal to 7 over 3. Similarly, z raised to the power we can check 2 and plus 3 minus 1 over 2 will be equal to 9 by 2. So 9 by 2. So these will be the powers. Now we can compare this with this one, which is equal to a x raised to the power x raised for a, y raised to the power b and z raised for c. And if we compare ABC values, so a will be equal to 10 by 3 or you can provide the mixed fraction also. So y will be equal to 7 by 3 and basically b. So b is equal to 7 by 3 and c value is equal to 9 by 2. These are the ABC values which they are saying, exact values of the constant ABC we have provided. Now for the B part says solve the equation, this one, and this is 4 marks question. So what we will do, we can rewrite the equation as this inner portion. We can rewrite it as 2 raised per 2p multiply by 2 by indices. We have rewritten this as 2 raised per p into 2 raised per 1 because when bases are being multiplied their powers will be added. So by that rule we have rewritten this. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can write rest of everything. We'll just copy and plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can multiply this 5 and 2 and we will get 10 and 2 raised per 2p minus 17 into basically 17 into 2 raised per, we can write like this 17, I'll put in brackets so that you will not be confusing, and this one plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can put y 2p is equal to y, we can put this one or x or whatever. So 10 y squared, so minus 17 y plus 3 is equal to 0. And now this is quadratic in terms of y and we can solve this. Mod 5 3, coefficient of y square is 10, coefficient of y is minus 17 and the constant value is 3. So it will be 3 by 2 and the second value is 1 by 5. So we'll be using these two values with the opposite signs, and 5 we can first use this value. So 2 will be with the with this one x y value. So 2y minus 3, I'm keeping gap for the other step, so it will be 5, we will use this. So 5 minus 5y minus 1 and equal to 0. Now for intermediate step we can write 2y into 5y minus 1 and minus 3 into 5y minus 1 equal to 0. This minus 1 I will write properly, and now this is done. Next part, we can solve these two portions separately. So 2y minus 3 is equal to 0 or 5y minus 1 equal to 0. So this implies y is equal to, directly we can write 3 by 2, and this will be y is equal to 1 by 5. So these two values we got, and we can solve these two values separately. And what we will do, we will shrink a little so that we can get the space, and this is to the readable size. And now we can solve these two values, and this will be y is equal to 3 by 2. We can write it as y we have replaced as 2 raised to p, so 2 raised to p is equal to 3 by 2, and the second value is 2 raised to a p is equal to 1 by 5. So this implies we can take log on both sides. So p log 2 is equal to log of 3 by 2 this side, and this will be p log 2 is equal to log of 1 over 5. Now we can find p value. P is equal to log of 3 by 2 over log of 2, and this side will be p value is equal to log of 1 over 5 over log of 2, and we can calculate this will be log of 3 by 2 log of fraction 3 over 2 bracket close over, this will be log of 2, so log of 2 bracket close, and this is equal to 0.585. we can write 0.585 up to 3 significant figures. Now for the second thing, which is we can replace this as 1 over 5. So 1 over 5, rest of everything is same, so it will be minus 2.32. So this is equal to minus 2.32, and this will be the second answer, and this is also done. This was 4 marks part. Now question number 3, and this is also log question. So 3a part, write this as a single logarithm to base 10, and this is 4 mark question. So log with base 10, we know we can write as this one. So this is how they have written this. So we also know that log of 1000, basically not this one, log with base 10 of 1000 is equal to 3. This one you can check with log with base 10. Log with base 10, we can check where we can write from the calculator. So yes, this one, log with base 10, not with the shift, without shift, this one. So with base 10, and this will be 1000, and this is equal to 3. So by this rule we know that this is equal to 3. So this 3 which is they have written, we will replace it by log with base 10, 1000. So our equation will become this one, and rest of everything I will just copy, and this will be 4 log p. Now we have utilized these two rules and we got this. So basically one rule, which is this one. Now we can rewrite it as log with, it's not log, log with base 10 and 1000, and 2 we can write power of a, so it will be plus log of a squared, and this one we can write b squared, so log of b raised to 4. Now this is log a minus b formula. We will be rewriting as log of 1000 plus log of a square over b 4, and now a plus b formula, and this will be, we will be multiplying this, so log of 1000 and multiply by a squared over b4, and we can rewrite it as this implies this is equal to log of 1000 a squared over b4, and this will be in brackets and this will be in single logarithm with base 10. This was the requirement. It was 4-mark question. It was easy, straightforward question. Now for the B part says solve the equation this, and this is a 5-mark question. Now we can rewrite it as, we can do one thing, we can rewrite this. We know one more rule, we know that, like for example, log of a base a and 4, if we switch these two, numerator will change to denominator, so this is equal to 1 over log of 4 here and a here. So this is one of the log rules which we are applying over here, and we can rewrite it as 3 over log and base we are changing, and we are writing 4 here and here. Why we have done this? Because these two logs are having different base, so to equalize the base we have done this. Hopefully you got this. Now plus this will be 2 log of 4 2 log of 4a, and this is equal to 7. Now we can take LCM on both on this side, so it will be log 4a, and this will be 3 only because this will be divided by this and we will get 1. So 1 will be multiplied by 3, and now this is over 1, and now we can multiply this with this, and we will get 2 log of 4a, and this will be squared. This is LCM method which we have done, and this one will be equal to 7. If you don't understand this, then the easier way, one more easier way I will tell you. I'm changing color so that you can understand. Log of 4a plus 2 log of 4a is equal to 7. Now this is the denominator. If you don't know this LCM method, then I'm giving you the alternative. This denominator you can multiply everything, like for example this one, and this one with this denominator, log of 4a. This is log of 4a. Here also log of 4a, and here also log of 4a, and then you can solve everything, so you will get the same equation which I'm doing. So whatever method is easier to you can use that method. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can go ahead. I will have to shrink this size so that it should provide us the space. Now this is to the readable size, and if I shrink this as well, so it will be this one. Now next step, we can shift this to this side, and it will be 3 plus 2 log of 4a, and square I'm multiplying with 2, and I will write here 4, and this is equal to 7 log of 4a, and I'm shifting to this side, so minus this is equal to 0. Hopefully you understood this. Now this portion we can rewrite it as, basically, if I don't change this, then this will be square. Yes. So what I have done, I have written this one over here, this, and then I have multiplied this denominator with 7 and written on the other side and shifted to this side and written minus. Hopefully you got this. Now we can take x, we can basically form the quadratic equation, and we will write here 3 plus this will be 2, and we can write this as x squared minus 7x. So what we have done, we have taken log of 4a is equal to x, and we formed this equation, quadratic equation. If we rewrite, 2x squared minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0, and if we solve this quadratic equation by mode 4 3, and this will be x squared is 2, coefficient of x is minus 7, and coefficient constant value is 3, so it's giving us 3 and 1 by 2. So we can write x minus 3 and 1 by 2, we write 2x minus minus 1 and equal to 0. Intermediate step, we can write x into 2x minus 1 minus 3 into 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Hopefully you are following. Now we can solve this. So this implies x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 by 2. Now x value, this one we will be replacing, and we can write log with base 4 and a is equal to 3, and the second value will be log with base 4, a is equal to 1 by 2, and this implies by rule we can write this as a is equal to 4 raised to the power 3. This is again log rule which we have applied, and here also we can write a is equal to 4 raised to the power 1 by 2. So a raised by 4 cube will be equal to a is equal to 4 into 4 into 4 will be 64, and a raised to the power, this will be, you can use even calculator also, so this will be 4 raised to the power 1 over 2 will be equal to 2, so we can write a is equal to 2. So these are the two values of a which were required for this. So we have solved this equation. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 4. Solve the equation tangent of this one minus under root 3 is equal to 0, and the value of x is varying from minus pi to pi. Give your answers in terms of pi, and this is question 4 marks part. So what we will do, we can rewrite this given equation. We know that cotangent is 1 over tangent, so we can write tan of 2x plus pi by 3 will be equal to 1 over under root 3. We can shift this to other side and it will go as plus under root 3, and then when we'll change cot into tan, so it will be 1 over under root 3. Now we can shift tan to other side, so 2x plus pi by 3 will be equal to tan inverse of 1 over under root 3, and tan inverse of under root 3 will be shift tan of root 3, 1 over under root 3 basically. So correction 1 over root 3, and this will be equal to pi by 6. So we can take it as pi by 6, so equal to pi by 6. Now this is the principal value which we are getting from calculator, and now we can figure out the rest of the values. And for rest of the values, if we draw a small diagram, and these are the 4 quadrants A, C, D and S, and so if we are taking, like for example, pi by 6 we are taking. Pi by 6 is 30 degree. So 30 degree, if we roughly take 30 degree is like this one. So this will be the principal value, which is 30 and pi by 6. So this will be pi by 6. We can take this as pi by 6, and this will be the other value. The other value will be, okay, so I will write on the values. Like first value is pi over 6, and this, which is this one, pi over 6. The second value is starting from here up to this one, which is pi plus pi by 6, and this second value we can write pi plus pi by 6. Similarly, we can write the other values, which will be 2 pi plus pi by 6, and fourth value we can write minus pi, negative side, minus pi plus pi by 6, and next will be minus 2 pi plus pi by 6, and last value we can take 3 pi also and plus pi by 6. So these are the values which we have taken, and now if we replace, 2x will be equal to what? 2x will be equal to this pi by 3, we can shift to other side, and from these values we can subtract this pi by 3 and we will get the values. Now turn by turn we will subtract. First value is pi by 6, so we write pi over 6, pi over 6 minus pi by 3, so minus pi over 3 is equal to minus pi by 6. So our first value will be minus pi by 6. These are two x values, and next is pi plus pi by 6. So I will add here pi, and plus pi by 6 minus pi by 3 will be equal to 5 by 6 pi, or 5 pi by 6. And third value, now we will be using this one, which is 2 pi plus pi by 6. So I will take it as 2 over here. So this value will be 11 by 6 pi. So 11 by 6 pi. Next value we can take this one, minus pi plus pi by 6. So we will be changing this to minus pi, and this will be minus pi, and this will be minus 7 by 6 pi. So minus 7 pi by 6. And next value we will be using this minus 2 pi. So minus 2 pi here, and this will be minus 13 by 6 pi, minus 13 by 6 pi. And now we can change to last value is minus plus 3, so we can take as 3, and this will be equal to 17 by 6 pi. Now if we check, these two values are out of the given range, and which is this one, so we will be rejecting these two values, and rest of the values we can take, and that will be x is equal to, when we are taking x value, this 2 will be going as denominator, and it will multiply with all these values, and it will be minus pi by 12, minus pi by 12, and 5 pi by 12, and 11 pi by 12, and minus 7, minus 7 pi by 12. So these will be our answers for this part. Hopefully you understood this. This was 4-mark question. Now question number 5. Question 5 says, find the possible values of constant c for which the line y is equal to c is tangent to the curve, and curve is given this one, and this is 3-mark question. This is not part of the questionnaire, so I have just inserted for your explanation, and we will understand this in a while. And next we can do what we can do, we can take the y values. Basically sine curve is what? Sine curve, normally sine curve is this one, red color. So it is if we increase the size a little, hopefully that will be better for your understanding. And this is the sine curve. Now it is intercepting at 0. So this is 0, then 90 will be the maximum point, 180 will be this one, and 360 is up to this one. So this is the sine curve which we are discussing, and maximum value is this one, which is y value is 1, and the minimum value is -1, which is this one. So you can figure out the maximum value of the sine curve is 1, like this 1, and the minimum value is -1 for the sine curve. Now when we are changing this, like for example what we can do for the maximum value we can write y is equal to 5 and sine of if I copy the equation, sine of x over 3 and plus 4, so sine value maximum it can be 1, so y is equal to 5 into 1 plus 4, so maximum value can be 9. Now for the minimum value minimum value can be -1, as we discussed. So -1 plus 4, so it will be -1. So this will be minimum value, this will be maximum value. So these are the maximum and minimum values. And if you plot the graph of this one, there are so many softwares available on the net, and you can check by plotting this one, and you will see this value, which value the maximum value is reaching to 9, whereas minimum value is still at -1. So maximum value will be 9 and minimum value will be -1. This is how we can understand. It was 3 marks, very easy, straightforward question. Now we can move to the next question, and the next question is question number 6. They are saying do not use calculator in this question, so it means you require to show complete working. The polynomial p of x is equal to this one, where a and b are the integers, is divisible by 2x plus 1. Divisible by 2x plus 1 is hint for us. We can utilize this hint, and you know that if it is something is divisible, polynomial is divisible by 2x plus 1, so we can write 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies x will be equal to -1 by 2. So x is equal to -1 by 2. P of 1 by remainder theorem, P of -1 by 2 will be equal to 0, and if we find P of -1 by 2 from here, we will get 10 into -1 by 2 cubed and plus a into -1 by 2 squared minus 10 into -1 by 2 plus b is equal to 0. This will be our equation. Now if we solve this with the like mentally you can solve, so it will be 10 minus 10 over 8, so minus 10 over 8 plus this will be a over 4, so we can write a over 4, and this will be plus 10 over 2 will be 5, so plus 5, and plus b is equal to 0. Now we can simplify, multiply everything by 8, and we can get the equation. This should be basically 4 over here, which we done mistake. So now a over 8, if we basically solve this one, a over 4. Okay, so what I will do, I will simplify this. So a over 4 plus b is equal to, on the other side it will be 10 over 8 and minus 5. and this one 10 over 8 minus 5, we can solve this, so it will be 10 over, as I told you, you will have to show complete working, and this simple thing you can calculate, so minus 15 over 4, this one, and our equation will be a plus 4b. If we multiply whole by 4, so it will be 4b is equal to minus 15. This will be our one equation which we got, and the second equation which we will be getting is from next portion of the question. When p of x is divided by x plus 1, the remainder is 24. So we will be using this divided by x plus 1, remainder is minus 24, and we have to find a and b value which we are already finding. So x plus 1 is equal to 0. When we replace, x will be equal to minus 1, and p of minus 1 we will be calculating. P of minus 1 we will replace in this given p of x, x is equal to minus 1, so 10 minus 1 cubed plus a into minus 1 squared minus 10 into minus 1 plus b, and this is equal to minus 24 as they have mentioned in the question, because remainder will be minus 24. So we can rewrite it as minus 10 and plus a and plus 10 plus b is equal to minus 24. So we can write a plus b, this plus 10 and minus 10 will cancel, and the equation will become a plus b is equal to minus 24. Now these are the two simultaneous equations which we will be solving, and we can write it as, like, if we solve, I'm changing color for your understanding only. So a plus b is equal to minus 24. So a plus 4b is equal to minus 15, and if we cancel and change sign, and this will be cancelled, and we will get minus 3b. Minus 3b is equal to minus 9. So b will be equal to 3. This will be our b value. Now a value we can find by replacing in any of these two equations. So a plus b is equal to minus 24, and b is equal to 3. So a plus 3 is equal to minus 24. So a will be equal to minus 24 minus 3, which is equal to minus 27. So a is equal to minus 27 will be the value, and this was 4 marks question, and it was a easy straightforward question. Now b part, find an expression for p of x as the product of three linear factors. We need to find the this one. So we know one thing is given, that divisible by 2x plus 1. So we can write one thing is 2x plus 1, and the second factor we need to find. So the p of x we can write 10x cubed, 10x cubed minus, now we are replacing a and b values which we found in the previous part, so we can write minus 27 x squared minus 10 x plus 3. So this is now our p of x. Now we know that one multiple is this one, and the second we need to find. For the second to find, we will divide this, and we can divide this 2x plus 1 by division method. So it will be 10x cubed minus 27x squared minus 10x plus 3, and now we can divide it by 5x squared, and this will be, if this will be 10x cubed and plus will be 5x squared, and change sign and cancel, so this will be cancelled, and we will get what? We will get minus 32 x squared minus 10x plus 3, and now we can divide by minus 16x, so it will be minus 32x squared and minus 16x. Again we will change sign and cancel, so this will be 6x. We can write 6x plus 3, and now we can multiply by plus 3, so this will be 6x plus 3. Change sign and cancel, so these are all cancelled. Now we got the answer which we can write here, which is 5x squared minus 16x plus 3, and this one we can factorize. So one factor is this one, and if we factorize this we will get mod 5 3. So coefficient of x square is 5, then x coefficient of x is minus 16, and the constant value is 3, so we'll get 3 and 1 by 5. So 3 will be x minus 3 and 1 by 5 will be 5x minus 1. So these will be the factors which we found. If you want, you can separately factorize this and write the detail, but this is also sufficient. Hopefully you understood this. This will be our final answer. And the C part says write down the remainder when p of x is divisible by x. So p of x is given, which we know is 10x cubed minus 27x squared minus 10x plus 3, and further we can find p of 0. Basically, why we are finding p of 0? Because write down the remainder when p of x is divisible by x. So we write x plus 0 is equal to 0. So this implies x is equal to 0. So p of 0 will be this will be 0, this will be 0, and this will be 0, and this will be equal to 3. So we can write on the remainder. So remainder will be 3. This is done. This was 1 mark part which we have done. Question number 7a part. The diagram shows triangle OAC where OA is equal to A. This is OA, which is equal to A, and OB is equal to B, and OC is equal to C. The point B lies on the line AC. This is B, which is lying on this line AC, such that AB ratio BC is equal to M ratio N. So this is M ratio N, where M and N are constants. So these are constants. Write on AB in terms of A and B. So AB will be which root? A, write on B, basically AB. So we require this one, and we can take this root, this and this, so it will be minus A plus B. So we can write answer for this one as minus A plus B. This is 1 mark part. And the second part says write down BC in terms of B and C. BC is this one, so we can take this root, which will be minus B plus C. So we can write minus B plus C. This is also 1 mark part. Hence show, third part, hence show that N plus MC, NA plus MC is equal to NM into B. So we can say N ratio AB, N ratio AB, this one will be equal to M ratio BC. This is how we can write N ratio AB will be N into AB will be equal to M into AC vectors, and AB and BC values, AB and this should be BC, basically BC. AB and BC values are here which we can use. So N of minus A plus B will be equal to M of minus B plus C, and we can open the bracket. So minus NA plus NB will be equal to minus MB minus MB plus MC. Further, we can uh, write B on one side, so NB plus MB is equal to, we can write NA plus MC. Now we can take B common from this side, so it will be N plus M, and this will be NA plus MC, and this is what they are, we were supposed to write. And this is A plus C is what, basically if we check, they have written this one is equal to this one, so it's the same equation which we were supposed to find. Now for B part says, given that this is equal to this one, find the value of each of the constants lambda and mu, and this is 4-mark question. So we can utilize the given equation. If we multiply, this will be 2 lambda. So first we will form two equations, like for example we will multiply these two, it will be 2 lambda, so we can write 2 lambda and this with this one, so it will be minus 4 mu and plus 4 is equal to, we will multiply this with x upper value, so it will be 4 lambda plus 4. This will be our one equation. And the second equation we can multiply with the lower value, so it will be lambda and plus 7 mu minus 7 is equal to minus 2 lambda minus 2. And now we can solve these two equations, and this will be what, 2 we can shift everything to other side, so it will be 4 lambda minus 2 lambda and plus 4 mu, and is equal to what, is equal to 0, because plus 4 and plus 4 will be cancelled. Now we can rewrite it as 2 lambda plus 4 mu is equal to 0. This implies lambda plus 2 mu is equal to 0. This will be our one equation. In this one we can solve this other equation, which is we can shift everything to this side, so it will be lambda plus 2 lambda plus 7 mu and equal to, we can write 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5. So our equation will become 3 lambda plus 7 mu is equal to 5. Now these are the two simultaneous equations which we can solve. One is this one and the second is this one. Now to solve the simultaneous equation, to equalize the coefficients of lambda, we will multiply this equation by 3 and we will get 3 lambda plus 6 mu is equal to 0, and we will solve here. So we'll write 3 lambda plus 6 mu is equal to 0, change sign, and changing sign will result to this one, this will be cancelled, and we will get mu is equal to 5. So this will be the mu value which we can replace in any of the equations. I am replacing in this one, so it will be 3 lambda plus 6 into mu is equal to 0, so 3 lambda is equal to minus 30, so lambda is equal to minus 10. This will be the lambda and mu value which we found. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 8, and question number 8 is a little tricky. A part says a 5-digit number is made using the digits 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. No digit may be used more than once in any 5-digit number. So there is 5-digit number, so we can take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 digits, and number find the number. They are saying find how many such 5-digit numbers are even and greater than 50,000. So condition is that it should be 5-digit number 5-digit number which should be even and greater than 50,000. So greater than 50,000 can be, so in that option it can be 5 or 7 or 9 can be here. From these numbers we can take only 5, 7 and 9 at the first location, and at the end we can take 0 and or 4 or 6 because we need even numbers. So ending with 0, 4 and 6. So by rule of divisibility, even numbers are ending with 4, divisible by like 0, 4 and 6, ending with this. So in the middle there can be rest of numbers can be shuffled in the middle. So it will be this one can be 3p1. We'll have to take one out of three options available, and this will be on this side it will be 3p1. So out of 3 we have to choose one. And next is the remaining will be how many? Remaining will be 5 numbers. So one is 2 are gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total are 7 numbers. Out of 7, 2 are gone. So remaining are 5. So it will be 5p3, which will be fitted in the middle 3. So we'll multiply these 3 and we will get what will be the option. So 3p1 is giving us 3, so this will be 3 into 5p3. So 5p3 is giving us 60, and 3p1 again it will be 3, and this will be equal to 363. So 3 into 60 multiplied by 3 is equal to 540. So this will be 540. Now this is what we discussed. Now there will be another option which we can take, which is starting with 6 and ending with 0 or 4. So there are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it can be option that 6 is here and 5 0 or 4 is here. So it should end up to this one. So we can take that option also. It will be 1p1 here, and this will be 2p1, and in the middle remaining 5 we can take, that will be 5p3, and we will multiply these, and this will be what? 1p1 is 1, and multiply by 5p3. So 5p3 is giving us 60 into 2p1. 2p1 is giving us 2. So this will be equal to 1 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 2 is equal to 120, and we will add these two options, and these two options will be 540 plus 120 will be equal to 660, and this will be the final answer for this part. Hopefully you got this. Now B part says the number of combinations of n objects taken 4 at a time is equal to 6 times the number of combinations of n objects taken 2 at a time. Calculate the value. So they have given the condition 4 at a time, n objects taken 4 at a time, which we can write NC4, and this is equal to, they are saying 6 times the number of combinations of n objects. So 6NC2. So this will be this is basically the condition of the question which we have written mathematically, and now we can rewrite NC4 will be what? N factorial over n minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial. And this side will be 6n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So this will be the option, and now we can cancel this n factorial with n factorial, and the remaining will be what? Remaining will be 1 over n minus 4 factorial, and 4 factorial is equal to 6 over, this will be n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Now we can shift n minus 1, n minus 2 to other side, like for example we can shift this n minus 2 factorial over here divided by n minus 4 factorial, and the other side we can shift this as 6 over we can write it as 6 over 2 factorial. This will be, so now 2 factorial will be 6 will be, this is 6 is also basically 6n factorial, so this will be, we missed basically factorial over here, so this will be factorial. So now we can rewrite it as 6 into 4 into 3 into 2. So no, basically this will be 6, this will be 6, 4 factorial we have to write here, 4 factorial, this one, and 4 factorial will be this one or up to this one, and we can write 2 factorial over, this will be 2 factorial. Now we can cancel this 2 factorial with 2 factorial, and this will be equal to 6 into 4 into 3 will be equal to 72. So this side is 72. Now we can rewrite this n minus 2 factorial, we can write n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4, and this one we can write factorial, so n minus 4 factorial, and this will be equal to 72, and we can cancel n minus 4 with n minus 4, and the remaining question we can solve here. So it will be n minus 2 into n minus 3 is equal to 72. This will become a quadratic equation, so n square minus 3n minus 2n plus 6 is equal to 72. So n square minus 5n plus 6 and minus 62 will be minus 66 is equal to 0, and this is the quadratic equation which we can solve, mode 5 3, and this will be 1 minus 5 and minus 66, so it will be giving us 11 and minus 6. So n minus 11 into n plus 6 is equal to 0. So this implies n is equal to 11 and n is equal to minus 6. Now if we go through the question, they are saying that so it basically this cannot be negative. So n cannot be negative because we cannot have negative objects, combinations of n objects. So n are number of objects, and number of objects cannot be negative, so we'll reject this, and our answer will be n is equal to 11. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 9. In the question number 9 says diagram is provided. The diagram shows a circle, center O, radius 12 centimeter, and a rectangle ABCD. The diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. The sides AB and AD of the rectangle have length 6 centimeter and 4 centimeter respectively. This is 6 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, and the radius is 12 centimeter, which is also provided. So the points M and N lie on the circumference of the, this is M, this is N, circumference of the circle, such that MAC and NBD are straight lines. So A part, show that the angle AOD is 1.1 1.76. So AOD angle is this one, which we have to show as 1.176, correct to three decimal places, correct to 3 decimal places, and this is a 2 marks question. So what we will do, we can consider we are having sides basically. So I will draw this triangle. So if we draw this triangle like this one, so for your better understanding, I'm drawing this triangle, and now we can take this triangle over here, and this is the angle which we are finding. And now what we can do, we can take half of the triangle, which is this one, and now I'm just enlarging for your better understanding this one. So this side is radius, so basically half of this one is 2, so we can take this side as 2, and we can take middle, which one middle, like for example this line will be half of 6, half of 6 will be 3, so we can take this as 3. So angle we will find, we are considering only this much triangle. So we have opposite and we have adjacent also. So opposite over adjacent will be what? So that will be tan, and this will be theta. So we can take tan theta is equal to 2 by 3. So theta will be equal to tan inverse of 2 by 3, and this is equal to tan inverse of 2 over 3, and this will be equal to 0.588. 0.588, this is the value, and keep in mind this is for this half, so we need the double. So 2 theta, we require 2 theta basically, so 2 theta will be equal to 0.55 into 2. So if we multiply this by 2, we will get 1.176. So 1.176, and this is radians. So up to 3 decimal places we have provided answer, and this was 2 mark question, which is done. Now we can move to the B part, and B part says find the perimeter of the shaded region. So shaded region, perimeter of the shaded region, first of all we will find the perimeter of this major arc, which is this one. So this will be major arc MN, so we can write L is equal to R theta. L is equal to R theta, and R we know is radius is 12, and we can take the theta value will be this will be 2 pi minus, this is 1.176. okay, so this angle is 1.176, so remaining angle will be this one, which is 2 pi minus 1.176. so we can take 2 pi minus 1.176, and this we can calculate 12 multiplied by 2 pi minus 1.176 and bracket close, and this is equal to 61.286. so 61.286, this is length of the major arc. Now we can add OA, we can find basically OA. So OA, if we use this triangle, this is O, and this is A. So the same triangle which we have used in previous part, we are using the same, this shaded triangle, this one. So we can write OA squared is equal to 2 squared plus 3 squared. So OA will be equal to root of 2 squared plus 3 squared, and this will be equal to root of 2 square plus 3 square, and this is equal to under root 13. So root of 13, this will be OA. Now we have OA which is similar to OB also. Basically 12 minus. So we need MA. MA value will be equal to, so we can write this implies MA will be equal to 12 minus under root 13, and MA and ND, which is equal to ND also. So both values are 12 minus under root 13. So now we can write the perimeter, and the perimeter will be equal to what? Major uh, arc length, so it will be 61.286 plus this will be 2 times this one because we need MA and ND both. So 12 minus under root 13 and plus one more time 12 minus under root 13, and plus we will be having this one 6, and this side also 6, and this side will be 4. So 6 plus 4, so 6 plus 6 plus 4, and this will give us the perimeter, and we can calculate 61.286 plus in brackets 12 minus root of 13, and bracket close will be outside, bracket will be closed here, and plus next again bracket 12 minus root of 13, and next bracket will be closed, plus 6 plus 6 plus 4, and this is equal to 94.07, 94.07, which we can write approximately 94.1, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. And then here comes the C part, and C part says find the area of the shaded region. So shaded region area, if we check the area of the shaded region, so we can find area of the shaded region, which we can I'm taking this diagram so that we can use this, and this will be the diagram which we can use, and this diagram we can reduce the size, and this will be the diagram for which we require the area. So area we can find, basically we have area will be arc. First we will find the area of the arc, area of the sector, basically area of the sector will be equal to 1 by 2 r square theta, and 1 by 2 r square theta we can take 1 by 2, radius is 12, which is this one, so 12 square, and theta value we can take again the same, which is 2 pi minus 1.7 1.176, and this will be equal to, we can calculate this, and we can write this area, and this area will be equal to what? This one we can find the area will be, use the calculator for this, and this will be 0.5 for 1 by 2 into 12 squared into, in brackets we can write 2 pi and minus 1.176 bracket close, and this is equal to 367.72, we can write 367.72. and now area of triangles area of three triangles we can find. So there are three triangles. Which three triangle I'm talking about? One triangle is this one. This is one triangle which is half into base into height. So I will write area of three triangles, and this is equal to 1 by 2 into base is 6, height is 2. So 6 into 2 plus other one also 1 by 2 into 6 into 2, which is same as this one. And the third triangle will be this one, which we can say 1 by 2 into base is 4 and height is how much? Height is 2, height is 3 basically. So 4 into 3 we can take, because 3 is this side, which is this one, which is 3. So we can calculate, this will be 12 divided by 2 will be 6, this will be again 6, and this will be again 6. So this will be 18. Now area shaded region, area of shaded region or area shaded will be equal to 367.72 minus 18, and this will be equal to, number is already there, so minus 18 will be equal to 349.717, 349.717. So approximately we can write it as like 350, up to like a rounded number we can write here. Hopefully you understand this. Question number 10. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to this one for x is greater than minus 2. The points A and B, A is this one, B is this one, lie on the curve such that the x coordinates of A and B are minus 1 and minus 1 and 2. So minus 1 is this one and 2 is this. So we need to find what? We need to find the exact y coordinates of A and B. So A and B y coordinates are required. This is required and this is required. So what we will do, we'll take the equation of the curve, and equation of the curve is y is equal to, in this equation we will replace x is equal to minus 1, so it will be 1 over minus 1 plus 2, and this will be squared plus 3 over x. Instead of x we will be writing minus 1, so minus 1 plus 2, and this will be equal to, we can use calculator to solve this, and this will be minus 1, so we can write 1 over minus 1 plus 2, and this should be square, so we'll write bracket, and next is plus 3 over minus 1 plus 2, and this is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4. This will be the coordinate. 4 will be this one, and the second will be y is equal to, will be replacing 2, and this will be 1 over 2 plus 2 square plus 3 over, this will be 2 plus 2, and we can solve this as 1 over 4 square and plus this will be 3 over 4, and this is equal to 13 over 16. 13 over 16, this will be the second y value, 13 over 16, and this was 2 marks part which we have done. Now B part says find the area of the shaded region enclosed by the line AB and the curve, giving your answer in the form P over Q minus log R, where P, Q and R are integers, and this is 6 marks question. So this is the shaded region. Our strategy will be, we will be finding the area of trapezium, and area of the trapezium will be this whole area, and then we will find area of the area under the curve from point A to point B, that will be this portion. So we will subtract this area from the trapezium area, and that will be our required shaded area. This is how we will be solving this. So first of all, area of trapezium will be parallel sides will be this one and this one, and height we will take this. So one side is 13/16 and the other side is 4. So we will write the area of trapezium is equal to, area of trapezium will be equal to 1 by 2 into a plus b into h, and a one side is 4, the other side is 13/16. So this will be into h. So h, as we mentioned, so 2 and 1 unit on this side, so it will be 3. So this will be multiplied by 3, and this will be equal to 0.5 into, we can write in bracket 4 plus 13/16, bracket close, and multiply by 3, and this will be 231/32. 231 over 32. This one, yes. Now we can find area under the curve. Area under the curve will be limit from -1 to 2. So integral from -1 to 2, -1 to 2 y dx, we can find this will be equal to integral -1 to 2, and it will be x plus 2 squared, and dx plus integral -1 to 2, and we can write this will be 3 over x plus 2 dx, and integral of this will be x plus 2, and this should be -2 basically, and we can write it as -1 over -1. This will be, power will be taken down, and plus this will be 3 log of x plus 2, and this will be integral from -1 to 2. This one. The integral limits are there. So now we can solve this, and this will be, we have next page we can solve here. So it will be -1. So we can write -1 over x plus 2, and this will be plus 3 log of x plus 2, and this will be -1 to 2. And now we can replace these values. Like what we can do, we can replace the upper limit. So it will be 2 minus 1 over 2 plus 2 will be 4, and plus 3 log of 2 plus 2 will be 4, and this will be our first value. And when we replace the lower value, it will be -1 over -1 plus 2, and plus 3 log of -1 plus 2, and bracket close, and this one we can use calculator. So it will be -1 over 4, -1 over 4 plus 3 log of 4, and bracket close, and this is equal to 0.93 something, but we don't require to change into log, because we need this answer in this log format, this one. So we are not finding the value, we will be just keeping as it is. We can write -1 by 4 plus 3 log 4, or we can write log of 4 cubed minus, and this portion will be -1, so it will change to +1, and this portion will be log 1, which is 0. So I will check. So 3 log of 1 is equal to 0. So this is gone, only +1 will be here. And next we can write this as 1 minus 4 will be 3 by 4. 3 by 4 log of this will be 64. 4 cube will be 64. So this this is area under the graph, which is area under the graph. So area under the graph is this one. So we'll subtract this from the area of trapezium. So we can write shaded area will be equal to 207. We have this one over here, 231 plus 32, 231 over 32 minus this will be 3 by 4 log of 64, and we can solve this. This will be minus, will keep like this one, this. So this should be plus over here, this one. So now we can simplify. This will be 231 over 32 minus 3 by 4 and minus log of 64, and this portion we can solve with the calculator. It will be 231 over 32 minus 3 over 4, and this is equal to 207 over 32, 207 over 32 minus log of 64. This is the required format which we were supposed to provide, and this is done, and it was 6 marks question. Hopefully you understood this. Then question number 11a part. This is a diagram shows velocity time graph for a particle p in a straight line with velocity v meter per second at a time t seconds. P accelerates at a constant rate for the first 10 seconds. First 10-second portion is this one of its motion, and then travels at constant velocity, and the constant velocity is this portion. Now they are saying 30 meter per second for another 15 seconds p. So 15 seconds, then p then accelerate at a constant rate of a further 10 seconds. So this is further acceleration for 10 seconds and reaches a velocity of 60. So this one 60 meter per second. P then decelerates at a constant rate and comes to rest when t is equal to 55. So this portion is basically deceleration. This one is deceleration part, and first part is find the acceleration when t is equal to 12. T is equal to 12 is what? 12 can be this is 10. So this whole portion 10 to 25 is constant velocity. Constant velocity mean acceleration will be 0, so velocity is equal to constant. So this implies what? This implies acceleration will be equal to 0. This is for 1 mark. Hopefully you understood this. Now second part, find the velocity when t is equal to 50. T is equal to 50 is where? T is equal to 50 is 35 and 40 will be this one, 45, and this will be 50. So we require at this point deceleration is we can find deceleration for this portion, and for deceleration we will be considering this triangle rise over run. Run will be this side, so we can take this side as 60 and this side as, from this point to this point will be 20. So m will be equal to 60 over 20 and negative because sloping down, so it will be cancelled and we'll get minus 3 as the slope. So this will be the retardation or deceleration. So we can write they are saying find the acceleration, so it will be acceleration will be equal to minus 3 meter per second square will be the units, and this is for 1 mark. Now third part says find the total distance traveled by the particle p, and this is 2 marks. So we need the distance. Distance will be area under the graph. Area under the graph we can split into different sections. Like for example, first section we can take this triangle, and this triangle will be, area of the triangle will be 1 by 2 into base into height. Base is 10 and height is 30, so we can write area will be 1 by 2 into 10 into 30, base into height. So this will be the distance we can write area under the graph, and this will be plus. Second section we can take this one till here, and that is rectangular portion, and this rectangular portion will be having area which is one side is 30 and the second side is 25 minus 10, which is equal to 15. So 15 multiply by 30, and we can write over here 15 multiply by 30 plus next area we can take, that will be, that we can take area, this one, this is again a rectangle, we can take this area, and this area will be how much, this side is, height is same, which is 30, and the length we can take from 25 to 45, so it will be 20. So 20 into 30, so we can write here 20 multiply by 30. Next we have this triangle, and triangle we can consider this triangle which is base into height. Base is 30, base is 20 basically, and height is 30, so half into 20 into 30, so we can take half into 20 into 30. And the last shape which we can take area of this triangle, and this triangle will be 10 is the base and height is 30, so half into 10 into 30, so plus we can write plus 1 by 2 into 10 into 30, and we will solve this. So it will be we can take 0.5 into 10 into 30 is equal to 150. This will be 150, this will be 450, and this will be 600, and this one will be 600 divided by 2 will be 300, and this one will be 300 divided by 2 will be 150. Now we can add all these, so it will be 150 plus 450 plus 600 plus 300 plus 150 is equal to 1650, and this is measurement is in meters, so it will be meters square. Distance, basically this will be meters, so distance will be in meters. This is done, and it was 2 mark question. Now B part, and B part says a point Q travels in a straight line such that its velocity v meter per second at time t seconds after passing through a fixed point O is given by v is equal to this one. Find the speed of Q when t is equal to this. So this is 2 marks question. So we can take v, which is given 4 cos of 3, and t value we can use this 5 pi over 9, and minus this will be 4. Now we can find this will be how much, this will be 4 cos of we will take in degrees, and this will be in degree mode, so cos of 3 into 5 pi over 5 pi by 9 bracket close, and then again next bracket close, and minus 4, so minus 4, and this is giving us 0 point, so 3 into 5 pi over 9 minus 4 minus 4 mode, radiant mode will be this one, Yes, we have to calculate in radian mode because this is 5 pi, so this will be -2. So you will have to be careful that you need calculator to be set in radian mode, so this will be equal to -2. So speed will be equal to, without direction, minus sign shows the direction, so we will remove the direction, so 2 will be the speed, and this is done. Now for the second part, find the smallest possible value of t for which the acceleration of q is 0, and this is a 3-mark question. So acceleration is what? Acceleration we know is derivative of dv with respect to time, dt, dv over dt, and dv over dt, if you differentiate this given equation, will be what? -4. Cos is sine, so minus sign basically, so it will be minus sine of 3t, and derivative of -4 will be 0, so this 3t into derivative of 3t will be 3, and this will be equal to -12 sine of 3t. And now we know that the acceleration of q is 0, it's given, so we'll replace equal to 0, so we can write -12 sine of 3t is equal to 0. Sine of 3t will be equal to 0, so 3t will be equal to sine inverse of 0, and sine inverse of 0 shift sine of 0 will be equal to what? This will be 0. So 3t, t is equal to basically t will be equal to what? T will be equal to, we can take it as pi by 3 because it should be 0. So t will be equal to basically t, 3t will be equal to 0. 3t will be equal to 0, and t will be equal to pi by 3. So smallest, they are saying find the smallest possible value of t. So when acceleration is 0, so t can be 0 or pi by 3, so we can, smallest value we can take as pi by 3. So 0 we are not taking because that will be they are asking for smallest positive value, so that's why we are not taking 0. Now for third part, find an expression for the displacement of q from o at point t. So we need to find the displacement. So we have this velocity. We will be taking integral of the velocity. Basically integral of velocity is 4. Value of velocity is given 4 cos of 3t minus 4. 4 cos of 3t minus 4 and dt. This integral will give us the distance. So distance will be equal to displacement basically. Integral of this is 4 sine of 3t into derivative, basically fraction of this derivative will be taken as denominator, so this will be minus integral of 4 will be 4t and plus c will be the integral constant. Now we will be taking at t is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, s is equal to 0. So if we replace these values to find value of c, so s is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0, so this will be 0 minus 0 plus c, so this implies c is equal to 0. So this will be the value of c. We will replace in s, so s is equal to, s is displacement, or we can write displacement is equal to 4 over 3 sine of 3t minus 4t, and c value is 0, so we are not writing that, and this is basically the displacement which we were supposed to find. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also introduce this channel to your respective teachers and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.